Episode 701 of Lucas Tigers and Bronze.
I tell you, man, I'm excited. I'm excited today. I'm excited because you and I haven't had a little, chat. The weekends, I love the episodes because we get to go over some cool data. We get to go over some fun stuff. The PWCC weekly auction has become just, a lot of fun for us. I love that episode. I would make it 4 hours if I could because there's just so many cool cards to go over. And you've now become, really engaged in it because you're looking for bargains and you're buying. You're getting into bidding wars. Then we have our fractional episode, which is we love so much. They became our 700th episode on a Sunday night. We've been partners with them for a long time with Collectible. But I like just cutting it up with you. I like just getting in the air and kind of like, let's go back and forth.
I was wondering why it was so peaceful today, and now I know.
We didn't talk.
I didn't have my older brother telling me how ridiculous my business ideas are, to stay practical. Shut up about your stupid banner. Hang up a Kobe jersey and consign.
I like the Kobe jersey.
And
I like the Kobe jersey. Should I put a jersey up behind me?
No, but what I want to do is I know we have artists on the other end of this camera, another end of this metaverse, and I'm willing to commission, hopefully, a good artist. Commission artist to do some a mural, something cool in the background right here. Maybe, 3 feet wide, 2 feet high, little canvas art. And I'm willing to pay. So if you're an artist and you're interested in doing something kind of cool, feel free to sign it. We'll give you props and all that stuff.
No matter what you do not put a cartoon version of Andrew with like a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle, eyes, headband around his eyes with the slit out, like sort of like Zorro, with a cape that says Captain Consignment on it. Do not do that. No matter what. Do not make a banner that calls Andrew Captain Consignment because he wouldn't like that. He won't like that at all. So please don't do that. Don't put a cape.
I think he's reverse psychologic in you. Thousands of viewers right now are confused.
I'm using mind control. Yeah. It's brain control.
That's exactly what the kind of idea, like something cool like that. Because I could print a banner at Fast Signs that says "Look at Tigers and Bronze." But I'd want something a little bit cooler, a little bit more handmade, so to speak.
I like it. Listen, I got some awesome artwork that Manny Simone made. Somebody from our audience. We definitely have some artists out there. We most definitely do.
Manny's killing the TikTok game.
He is a TikToker. All right, man. So listen, we haven't cut it up in a bit. We haven't just talked hobby. I'd like to give you credit. I put you in the video. You said Ken Goldin was going to get the triple logo man. We put a little video out last night saying we thought we were right when they teased it, and wouldn't you know it, Ken will be selling the triple logo LeBron. I think that's a good thing.
Who the fuck were the guys in the photo? Because that's not who I went to the Heat game with.
So those are the people who pulled it, also known as Backyard Break's uncle, dad, and cousin Larry. No?
It has to be. I did not understand.
Those are the people who pulled it. Those are the people who pulled the card. What are you talking about? What don't you understand?
No, the people who pulled the card were Backyard Breaks guys. They bought a team. They bought the three of them split the case.
No. Backyard Breaks pulled it. They opened it, but they didn't pull it for themselves.
No, they did.
No.
What are you talking about?
No, these three. Those are Backyard Breaks. That's the guy on the right. He's the one that has his belly out all the time, and the other guy's the one with like the little fluffy hair. I mean, who's the guy with the little blonde, tips in his hair? Yes, right. That is Backyard Breaks. If they got into DeLorean and went 20 years into the future, yes, exactly. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
So this whole time I was under the impression that this guy Jama was the one that pulled it, and then three of the other guys bought into the break. So one of them gets the Lambo, the others three are splitting the card. Okay.
If that actually happened, I think we would know for certain that Backyard Breaks opened the pack and kept it for themselves. Your understanding this whole time was that Backyard Breaks pulled the card for themselves?
Yes.
No, man.
Okay. Well, there you go. Mythbusters.
No. I mean, if that happened, they should never be allowed to break ever again.
Oh, because loaded case. Well, here's what's interesting.
Loaded case? You're supposed to break for yourselves?
Why not?
Next time you go to, we'll go to the National. I'm going to take you to the Trop, and I'm going to sit you down at a blackjack table.
Yeah.
All right. And a dealer is going to sit to your left, and a dealer is going to sit to your right, and the dealer is going to sit across from you. And the dealer is going to deal to the Tropicana employees. They're going to whisper to each other about maybe, something. Probably nothing. They're not going to tell them what they have underneath, whether they should hit or stand or whatever it is. They're just not going to talk to you. They're just going to deal to each other, all Tropicana employees. They can play blackjack with each other. The dealers are going to
Tropicana employees don't play blackjack at the Trop? You don't think they do? They definitely do. After their shift's done, they go and play blackjack with their boys.
Dude. I mean, if that's the case, I'm just selling all my shit and leaving.
Oh, that's the case.
If that's the case, I'm selling and I'm leaving. Because, if you're telling me every breaker is just basically, breaking for themselves.
I'm not saying that's all they
magically happen to hit the best card in the break for one of their own slots. It's an interesting thing.
That was my impression. Up until this moment, I thought that was like their lawyers came and delivered the card.
Yes, but you also think LeBron hasn't improved in the 20 years he's been in the league, and that he doesn't make his teammates better.
I also think Tatum isn't annoying with his Kobe stuff, but people really hate him.
That's not. I mean, we can go get some real good takes about, people being overrated, Ken Griffey Jr. being overrated, and like you've had some good takes. So this just kind of like slots in with the rest of them. Honestly, you know what? Maybe I'm wrong. I mean, never in a million years did I think that the story was that they broke it, they hit it, and that they broke it for themselves. I think had I heard that, I probably would have made a little bit of a larger amount of noise.
Okay. Well, let's go to the value of this card, because here's where we get to the stage of this is a one of one, so the marketing campaign begins now. Yeah. Now, first question. If Drake wanted to buy this card, right, we had LAFC Gunnar come on and say, Drake didn't, the Drake thing wasn't, it rubbed people the wrong way. Some people loved it. Some people hated it. I'll put it like that, right? Mm-hmm. Is he truly in the hobby? Antoine Griezmann here has been in the hobby. He buys his own stuff. He's been ripping packs and ripping wax for a long time. Let's give him some love versus like this, this media event with Ken Goldin and Drake. But there was the perception that Drake really wanted the card. If he wanted the card, he probably would have bought it by now. So we got to assume that Drake doesn't want this card, right? So there's one big buyer, one whale out of the game. But also, where do you put the value of this card? How do you value something like this, right? This is a one of one, but there's tons of one of ones. What really makes this card special? It's not signed by LeBron. Of course, you can't sign with Panini. What do you think? Where do you value this card?
It depends. It's what two people are willing to get into a bidding war and spend on it. You're gonna have to tell a story about it. You have to talk about how it's a once in a generation type of card and blah blah blah. To me, it's worth a couple $1,000,000. To me, that's what it's worth, because only one, and it was, it's part of the story, it's part of the chase. Everybody involved in it, played a little bit of a role, from Drake going on and breaking as many cases as he can to the humongous flawless break they were breaking flawless with the topless ladies, right? I'm pretty sure that was a big flawless break also, right?
You were there. I don't know why you're asking me.
I wasn't there.
You were in the room next door eating buffalo wings.
I wish. I like buffalo wings.
Mimosas.
I don't like mimosas.
They couldn't take your eyes off the break.
But, yeah.
But you were looking at Blaise, not the girls.
So you have that part of the story. You have, Drake allegedly going after the cards. You have a massive amount of interest in flawless and, the price going up. Then you have Whatnot throwing down a bounty with a Lamborghini, with the quote unquote the influencers, where they even included Sasha T, who whatever. Love you, Sasha. And Card Collector 2, and a bunch of other folks that are out there, and they made a video. So you got all this story. It's all the whole hobby basically, with a huge lead up into Backyard Breaks breaking it, and then of course Backyard Breaks are the one that hits it, and there's a lot of hobby backlash about them. And now Ken's got it. They're on a plane. They got a suitcase. They got the three wise men over there who pulled the card, and they're selling it. And I don't know. I don't know what it's worth. I have no idea. I mean, it's got. I would imagine it's definitely seven figures, and I would not be shocked. I know you hate when I do this, right? I would not be shocked if it went anywhere from, say, 2 to 8. Obviously, that is a crazy high end, but, once you have a card like this, if two people who have a significant amount of money want it, that's what you get with one-of-ones. You get bidding on it because the person who bows out may never get another chance to get it. To anybody who is a true Tatum fan, who I may have upset with my takes on Tatum or Giannis, or people who, who like Ja, and maybe I made some Ja comments, know that I was doing it because of two reasons. One, of course, there's some humor involved there, and, I'm not intentionally meaning to hurt your investments or, the player you're a fan of, but, I am trying to save you some money. Maybe, open eyes to an exit point that I think. And I'm not always right? Look, Tatum may go and score 50 points a game for the next 2 games and win a championship.
Tatum is the subject, but not the topic of the joke. So the joke is about not investing in Tatum. It's not Tatum.
Correct. So I guess my point is this, right? And I've said this a couple of times, but I think it means more now. It means more now when there's more non-payers on eBay and everywhere else in the hobby. It means more now when the hill is just tougher to climb in life, right? Not just the hobby. When a recession's on the horizon, when we're not all making money hand over fist and whatever it is that we were investing in, from Rolexes to comics to cardboard to NFTs to whatever it may be, the party, the music's there, but it's gotten a little bit duller. People are leaving. The party doesn't look as full. I think it's time to not shine light on the people who are going to look for quick clicks and look to take people out. There are videos posted about us. There are videos posted about about whoever you want to mention. Look, we were in one, right? The Sports Card Radio one, right? And there's all kinds of stuff out there. And you know what? That's great. The clicks you get for that, they're temporary. They're temporary and fleeting. I think that what we need are more people who are the folks who were here before and plan to be here, after this crazy run. You got to look in the mirror. You got to look in the mirror and think about how you're acting, how you're behaving. And, if people behave like that when you came into the hobby, would you have stayed?
It really rubs you the wrong way. You could tell.
I know, but still, dude, my take on it is that's going to happen. You have no control. You have no control over what other people are going to do, right? What you have control over is what you're going to bring on an episode 701 today and 702 tomorrow. And if there's negativity in the hobby and our episode becomes negativity about the negativity, then
that's not
people
negativity, though. That's hatred.
People don't tune into you to hear venom. You with venom. People don't want to hear that. They want positivity. If they want venom, they want negativity. They want to hear the same old crap, people going after each other. There's a ton of avenues to get that in the hobby. Let's not be that.
Okay.
So just let it be. We have nothing to do with it. We have nothing to do with gripes, with their garbage. We have nothing to do with people going after each other. They want to do it, that's fine. I don't quote Gary Vee that often. You're the Gary Vee disciple on the show is what people like to say. But, I do believe when he says, about his competition. I know we're not talking about specifically our competition here, but I've said this to you a couple times this week, right? Because we go down this road. It's, he has this fun little thing where he says, I don't even know my competition's name because I don't care about them. And it's not like, oh, I'm so much better than them. It's I believe that there's ways for everybody to succeed here, right? And I think that we'll do better by saying, who cares who came up with the Harry Potter sticker play? Right now, no one wants Harry Potter stickers. Who cares who came up with, this idea or that idea, right? There's definitely room for more than one sports related podcast. There's definitely room for plenty of auction houses, definitely room for plenty of grading companies. And there's room for plenty of card data platforms. You know, my deal is if I want to get upset, I could go watch Fox News. If I want to be upset, I can go look at the gas pump.
Go watch.
If I want to be upset, I could go, you know, there's a million things I can do. You know, if I want to be upset, like I said, I go turn on, you know, political talk.
You could go to PSA's page, and now they're opening up $30 submissions.
But that doesn't get me upset. That gives me a glimmer of hope.
Really?
100%.
Hey guys, we're still a year and a half catching up on this backlog, but trust us, we're working really hard. And now if you send us cards for cheaper, because we couldn't get any cards for the higher amount, we really promise to get them back. Pinky promise with a kiss.
A lot of assumptions being made there. But yes.
Oh, right. I'm still waiting on the mail that we were promised to get, you know, the mail.
So that's my glimmer of hope. Like you know, when I say I'm going to think about it as like glass.
It's not getting through that backlog.
Glass half full instead of glass half empty. My thought here is that maybe what that means is that the backlog stuff is ready to rock and roll, and that, you know, they're really gonna, you know, make that last final push and get all those cards out, and we'll get to some semblance of normalcy over the next couple of months. You know, where you know, cards are gradable. And
I'm
you know,
glad the monopoly over there is what we rely on to give us that sense of hope. Give us that belief that the hobby is going to be okay, man. Thank the Lord.
But it's not. That
Thank the Lord.
The glimmer of hope wasn't that the hobby was gonna, you know, wasn't that the hobby was gonna be saved. The hobby's fine. It's that we're gonna get our cards back. take the glimmer of hope down a notch. You know, I mean, my deal is, you know, they've had this backlog. Last publication was 3.6 million. You got to hope with an announcement like this that they've made a heck of a dent in it.
The announcement is so obvious to any businessman. It's not that they're making a dent in the backlog. It's what I said 2 weeks ago. It's that they can't get cards for 50, so they're getting them for 30.
But I mean, I think that
the backlog. We need that moolah. $8 a card. No more Devontae Graham's being graded here. We need $30.
I mean, listen.
My money.
I think there probably is some truth to that. I love the episodes where. During the episode, the arguments I made 10 minutes before the episode are being used against me. They're good arguments.
These are the leaders of the hobby, washing each other's hands, they're like Pablo Escobar in Narcos, when the money's flowing, but instead of giving it out to the poor and taking care of the hobby, they're like, nah. Mas.
Okay.
Mas. Those guys are terrible.
I'll play the Andrew role. That dude. Not everybody's terrible. Right? I mean,
that was a terrible message.
So here you go, right? So you've always said you vote with your wallet, you speak with your dollars.
Yes, I'm going to.
So no, I'm asking you. PSA is open for $30 submissions through group subbers. How's your wallet going to speak? What are your dollars saying?
I am going back on to the free version. How is my wallet going to speak? I haven't sold the PSA card in a minute. And there's a few cards that, probably 8 or 9, that I would want to crack and send to PSA. They're BGS cards that I recently bought. They would do well. Like the Luca Silvers, the Mosaic, the Court Kings, all of those are much better in a PSA slab for resale. It's not even close. But I didn't send them. Because, dude, honestly, I'm still broke, so I got nothing to lose. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I understand. Like,
sue me for what?
Well, like, I'm not even close to this level, but like, Joe Rogan was just some dude uploading videos and talking. Then he got a Spotify deal, right? And then he started getting the backlash of, dude, what can you really say and what can't you say? You know, who's paying you the money is what you can say. And I kind of miss, man, hey, I just want to say what I truly believe.
So what do you believe?
What are you talking about? I just said it for the last 27.27 minutes.
No, you said that there's negativity. You don't like DMs. And you said that PSA can't get cards for $50.
Negativity is when I wore a hoodie for 6 days straight and someone called me a slob or called me short. That's negativity, but it's kind of funny and it hurts my feelings, but like, okay, that's negativity. Jason Tatum's new Instagram profile picture. On the top, it's Kobe Bryant's famous photo of him lying on the ball. And now beneath it,
Yeah.
Clearly, Jason Tatum used Canva or Photoshop, or maybe he's lucky and he has a Manny on his team and he got it done quickly. And Jason Tatum's been. Enough is enough. This is cringe. The kids use that word cringe.
It's cringe. Yeah, it's cringe.
Tatum, you're not Kobe. Stop it.
But what if he wins a championship and then goes on to win a bunch? Is he trying to say like he's channeling Kobe? I mean,
I would have to guess that next year he's going to be wearing number 8.
Maybe. Maybe.
I think he should ask Nick Saban to transfer to the Lakers next season. I know he'd have to sit out a year out, but
wow, man, Nick Saban, like the Alabama football coach.
Well, I'd have to use a coach because you have to transfer. You can't get traded, you know.
Dude.
All right, so that's all my stuff from today, all my baggage.
Holy
cow! I gotta give a shout out,
like a whirlwind.
Dave's cards might be the best mail sender packager I've ever seen. So this is a guy that packages just perfectly. He prepared every single card in a brand new card saver. On top of that card saver is like one of these little plastic baggies for every single card. He's not in business, so he doesn't cut costs or
even his 5, the 5 SGC for owning a Tiger. He sent them same thing, soccer cards.
Incredible. And then in 2 bubble mailers in a box. So like there might have been these little like peanuts in that box too. It was just that good.
Well, I mean, if you're going to submit a card, you might as well make sure it doesn't get damaged on the way to submit it.
You're 100% right.
You know what I mean? All right, dude. So it's a very different episode because kind of different hats. My question for you becomes, what can I do to help you in the hobby?
Don't yell at me when I'm going to make a sign. That's for sure.
Well, make whatever sign you want, man. You do whatever you want.
That's a joke.
That's a
joke.
It is a serious question. And guys, there will be people in the hobby who come to you the same way Andrew spent the last 20 minutes, whether you want to call it venom or negativity or upset with something in the hobby. And I think the best thing for you to do, because things don't get fixed unless somebody does something, and that somebody sometimes just has to start with you. I want you to ask that person, what can I do? What can I do to change your opinion today?
The book arrived. So one of my first virtual mentors, was Wayne Dyer. A lot of people don't know him, but go look him up, Wayne Dyer. And this guy actually got a chance to meet Wayne Dyer in Hawaii. They were running on the beach, 4:50 a.m. And he saw Wayne Dyer. He's like, Wayne Dyer, you changed my life. And he's like, unlikely you changed your life, but tell me how. And then they sat for 2 hours talking. So this is one of, like, you say I'm Gary's disciples. This is one of Wayne Dyer's disciples. This is a really successful businessman. And these are not cheap books. This was $20 a pop. I bought 6 of them. I'm going to give 5 of them to you guys. I still haven't decided how, but I really want this to get into the hands of people who read. And
I'm going to give a book away too.
Huh?
I'm going to give a book away too. I'm going to get in on the book giving. I got a book to give away.
Think about this. Like, it's not like I'm living a lavish lifestyle. I don't even have a laundry machine in my room.
Oh, I'm serious. Somebody sent me a book. And I'm going to give it away. About cards, about the hobby. You want me to go get it?
They want you to read the book.
I read it. And now I'm going to give it away.
Are you going to sign it?
If somebody wants me to sign it, I'll sign it. I think me signing it devalues the book. Draymond Green turning around and saying, hey, we're going to be fine. We were ahead, dominating basically 41, 42 minutes of the game. Obviously, the Celtics turned it on. The third quarter just seems to be Golden State time. You know how, like, when the sun's starting to go down, they call it like the golden hour in the backyard, on the beach. You're getting that last hour of the sun.
Golden shower?
Exactly.
Okay.
So this is pretty, the third quarter has been Golden State's. And look, Steph had 29 points. I don't even think he played in the fourth quarter. Had a great game. Golden State looked amazing. But can I throw a stat out for you?
Sure.
Game 3. In the NBA, where I'm not sure if this is finals or just all NBA, I saw it on SportsCenter today. Game 3, when the series is tied 1-1, the winner of Game 3 wins 82% of the time.
I bet the winner of Game 4 wins 96.
Probably the winner of Game 7 probably wins 100. It's obviously
We're
a
math
pivotal
nerds,
game.
what can we say?
Goes up 2-1. You know, they have a pretty interesting advantage. What do you think, man? What do you think of the series so far?
I love it. I've loved this whole playoffs. The Eastern and Western Conference was a little bit boring. I don't think the matchup, but the early rounds were amazing. Dude, I love the Warriors, man. I in a lot of ways, being a young entrepreneur and trying to learn how to lead a team, I look at them and I'm like, these guys have so much fun, and all their skills and talents complement each other. Like, dude, Clay is so geeky and nerdy. Like, he was struggling all game, and then he made that three, and he was like, you know what I mean? Like, he's so giddy. Jordan Poole, like that little brother, Steph's little brother, you could see Steph took him under his wing and's mentoring him. Draymond is a pit bull. That's a guy.
I thought he was going to get thrown out of the game. You could see what he's trying to do. You could see how he's laying his feet over Jaylen Brown, getting Jaylen Brown to throw his feet off
pants down.
I mean, just getting in on Grant Williams. I mean, like, he's like a gnat with like 5 gnats on top of a gnat's back. He's just annoying, man. He's just bestie. He's crazy. I love him. But the funniest thing that I saw about Clay, because you brought up Clay, Ravel had a tweet, and you won't get this, but some of our audience might. His tweet, he said he's like Henry Rowan Gardner when he lost his powers, which is just so funny. It's so funny because that was I think the name of the movie was Little Big League, or there were a bunch of movies about
Rookie of the Year,
either Rookie of the Year, Little Big League, Rookie of the Year, where the kid had like arm surgery. And he's out in the outfield, and he catches the ball, and they like throw it back, and he throws it in for a strike and becomes a pitcher. He's got like a bionic arm, but then he loses his power. I think he falls. Maybe he loses the power in his arm. So Clay was like this bionic player. It was just like boom, automatic three. He just kind of looks like, he looks like a kid out there again, like you said.
He was never the most athletic, and I think that little bit of athleticism hurts him. Like, he's even less athletic now, and it matters on your shot. And when the defense isn't scared that you're going to drive, they could press up on you, and everything feels a little bit rushed.
Meanwhile, Steph, you feel like he could hit from anywhere on the floor. It's just amazing sometimes what he's able to do. But it's a great series, and I'm looking forward to Game 3. Unfortunately, I may die by the time this is over. I mean, they wait like 4 days between every game. I think they finished the series in 2027. I mean, this thing started last week. When did it start? Thursday, Sunday. So you get 3 games in a week. It's insane.
It's like football. No, dude, I'm just enjoying it. It's like instead of going to see Top Gun Maverick,
how's it like football?
Football, like 2 games a week or some shit, because they need to like recover.
1 game a week.
Football, soccer, not your football. The real football. Yeah, they would have like Saturday and then Tuesday, Saturday, Wednesday type of stuff. Sometimes they go 3 in a week.
I believe you all call it soccer.
Football. I got a really cool card subbed.
Let's see. Garincha. Garincha was on the Brazilian team with Pele. I've actually come before. I've seen some of his rookie cards from before Pele. I think I saw a 55 Garincha, Pele 58, 57. But they have that card where they're together on it, which is pretty cool.
I'll tell you, man, and maybe I think I'm Dre. You've gone soft with this podcast. In the beginning, you would call people out. It's because we have sponsors and people pay us money now.
But the sponsors, what you're talking about has nothing to do with sponsors. What you're talking about, we don't have a sponsor in the data space. We don't have a horse in the race. So that's not it. What I would call people out because I was the only person calling people out at the time because everybody else was in the clouds giddy, shitting rainbows and fucking riding unicorns because the market was up. And we were all sitting around a campfire singing Kumbaya, eating s'mores and saying, wow, look how much money I have. It's so much more than it was last week. Well, now we all have less money than we had last week.
Not them.
The campfire. That's the point. You weren't going after them then because you were making money. And everybody was making money. And they might not have been going after each other then because even they were making money. But now where the going gets tough, you know what happens? The tough aren't here. The tough have left. We get whining. So I'm going to choose the tougher way. It'd be easy to call people out. It wasn't easy to do when everybody else was happy and giddy and go lucky. I was the only one saying, be careful. I was the only one saying, aim and flame. I was the only one saying, this is built on a house of cards. Now everybody's negative. Now everybody's got venom. It's easy to have venom when you're losing money. It's easy to have venom when you can't sell a card, when everybody's not paying on eBay. Instead, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to say the only way we get out of this is me flipping the switch.
I don't think delusion is the way we get out of it.
It's not delusion, man. I don't care what they're doing. I don't care what anybody's doing. I care what I'm doing. And if I care what I'm doing, that's what I can control.
If you authenticate and grade cards, if you have distribution in terms of selling them, and you're the one that provides what the true value of the cards is.
Dude, no one provides what the true value of the card is except me.
You are a boa constrictor, and you're suffocating the hobby because everything has to go through you.
Who are you talking about now?
What are you talking about? The Collectors Universe conglomerate.
They control how much a card costs. So if I want to go and buy,
you're really playing dumb.
I'm going to go buy a Beckett graded card on PWCC auction. What does Collectors Universe have to do with what that card sells for? Let's talk about the Kobe last night, right? Was that Collectors Universe on the other end of it bidding you up? Were they the boogeyman who made you not be able to pay?
On, stop
Talk
it.
to me. What are you talking about?
If you
besides conspiracy theory, right? What distribution does Collectors Universe control? What distributions they own? Do they own GTS? They own a distributor. What distributor do they own? What are you even talking about? What distribution do they own?
Yes, this isn't distribution. I know they have distribution in their name. Distribution in terms of an auction house. Connection to the end consumer. That's distribution.
So one auction house, right? They have a connection with Ken Goldin. Yes? One.
They own Ken Goldin.
They own the Goldin auction house. They don't own every auction house, right? Have you looked at how many cards have sold and how many of them sold in Goldin auction? You see, take a look at auction report and take a look at the calendar and see how many cards have sold, right? Did a Mickey Mantle Bowman PSA 8 just sell for $300,000 almost on SCP auctions? Yes. What did Collectors Universe have to do with that? Did a ton of cards sell that you bought last night in PWCC? Does PWCC have weekly auctions and monthly auctions? What does Collectors Universe have anything to do with that? Does Heritage sell cards? Does eBay sell cards? Does MySlab sell cards? Does Alt sell cards? When you buy on there, is Nat controlling? Is he behind the scenes? Is he in the wheels at Alt? Does Lior say, Nat, come here. I need you to fix the price on these. No. It's easy to say it, right? Because we're all getting beaten up here. But I don't think it's true. I got to tell you, I bought a Thor hammer Lego set for Ian today. It was a big set. It's going to be awesome. And the best part, the proudest that I was, this is going to be terrible, but the proudest that I was is Ian finished 18 holes of golf today with his mom, and I went to go pick them up, and we hung out for a little while, had some drinks and stuff, and there were people outside, and Ian said, I didn't have any drink, I had a Diet Coke, I'm driving. But he says, hey, can you get me a cigar? I'll smoke a cigar outside. He's like, that's what you do after 18 holes of golf, smoke a cigar. My 8-to-be-9-year-old son tomorrow wanted to have himself a stogie.
Is he that Hezbollah kid? Like
maybe so proud,
but he's like 34.
Maybe so proud. He's housing little pigs in a blanket. Yeah, shoot.
Can we talk about something?
What have we been doing? Let's talk about whatever you got.
White shirt under a polo. Is this 1990?
Oh, it holds in my fat boobs. It's sort of like a girdle, you know. I wear a polo shirt like this here, and kind of, it's a little slimming. You put the white shirt on underneath it, you get a little slimming.
I don't know why I know this, nor should I say it, but I have noticed a pattern where with women it's the other way. The whole bra thing that used to happen, I've actually noticed that it's free balling. No underwear. It's kind of.
I don't know, but check it out.
You literally want to discuss none of my topics.
Pretty cool, right? A little red fly
Jordan.
wire, little red. Those are my sneakers there. They're pretty nice.
Republicans buy sneakers too.
Okay.
You never heard that from Jordan when he was asked to pick a side in that whole political race?
Yes, we talked about it on a very early episode.
Thank God. That's too negative. Let's talk about, dude. I have a fun little thing I'm going to start doing for people when they're getting their subs back.
Okay.
I'm going to tell you because I want to tell you. I just came up with this idea today. I'm going to buy those 2-pack of Starbursts, and I'm going to put them in every package for people.
No, you're not.
cutting into the margins. We need to raise SGC prices.
No, dude, some of these packages are going to sit in the summertime in a hot postage facility overnight, and you're going to have friggin' Starburst stuck to their slabs. What are you talking about?
Go with Kit Kat or Snickers.
Go with M&M's. They melt in your mouth, not in your package.
The chemicals that they use in Starburst, I don't think they could be melted with a blowtorch. I don't think your stomach digests them, if I could be honest. They just hit yours. So you think that's a terrible idea? Why would they sit in the sun? My packages are delivered priority mail. Are they not priority? Am I not a priority?
I can just see you like 3:00 this afternoon. You made your post office run. You just carry your stuff. You get your packages today. And you can.
Yeah.
You know what is a good idea? I should put some Starbursts in the packages.
Guys, what do you think? I see not even a bloodshot vein. Not even nothing. Oh, dude, today I'm at a new breaker in Boca, Hobby House.
Nice.
Really awesome guys. I met them at VCon, came by, they subbed some cards with us for SGC. We got the talking, bantering, bring them on the show. Not because I endorse any breakers. It's just cool to meet people and give them a platform. Well, no, because there's so many of these breakers and I like them on. I kind of feel like a little slutty, like, oh, you come on. But we have a great audience and I want to introduce people to them.
And people enjoy breaking. That's one of those things. People enjoy breaking. It's another positive kind of escape from the mundane about the hobby. People like it. So nothing wrong with that.
You know what I saw? I went to Cards to the Max profile. This dude's got his to the max.eth. Do you see that? Is his
Good for him. That's Max. Just graduated.
This is a guy that's followed us since day one.
Yeah.
Made money on Moonbirds. Made money probably on his ENS. Probably got an ENS token drop. I'm happy. It's a college kid. But like 30, 40K. Maybe paid off his loans. Who knows?
Just graduated college too. Gonna have a drink with him at some point in time. Get into the city and grab a drink. He's in the same fraternity as I am.
So thank you all for listening to another episode of Lucas, Tigers, and Bronzo Mai. I wanted to tell you about a new service that we have starting as of today, and I'm really, really excited to bring it to you guys. So as a part of our partnership with SGC, we got 50 free submissions every single month, and many of you have taken advantage of that. And it's amazing that we could have the opportunity to 650 episodes, 675 episodes in, to go ahead and give back to our community. As people were sending those cards in, they asked, can we send 5, 10, 20 more cards to you guys? We'll pay for it, but we wanted them graded with SGC. You guys know SGC is turning cards around in 13 to 14 business days, have incredible customer service, and their secondary market values are going up day after day after day. And that's exciting for the hobby and exciting for the grading landscape. So we didn't want to just rush into it. We wanted to do it right. And what we did was I relocated here to Boca Raton, Florida. I opened up a P.O. box maybe 5 minutes away from SGC, and I will be hand delivering and hand picking up the cards. So you don't have to worry about anyone else touching your cards. It will be me. And I will update you every step of the way. So here's how it's going to work. I'm going to personally pick up the cards from a P.O. box, prep them, new card saver, new penny sleeve, and deliver them to SGC every single Tuesday. Why Tuesday? Well, it lets the stragglers over the weekend come back through on Monday and gives me a day to prep, and it basically gives SGC the entire week to work on grading those cards. Once your cards pop, only then at the end of the process will you be paying for the service. It's $25 per card. Simple as that. And the turnaround times have never been faster. We're hearing right now 13, 14, less than 20 business days. So there it is. 9170 Glades Road. Number 135 is the P.O. Box in Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. 9170 Glades Road. Number 135, Boca Raton, Florida, 33434. Of course, you could shoot me an email or shoot me a text anytime, and I'm always available. Many of you already have my email. It's iamandrewgoldberg@gmail.com, or my cell phone number, 215-519-9154. Reach out with any questions. I could walk you through the process. I've hopped on the call with quite a few of you, and I'm happy to do that. Love you, Luca Nation.